blow your mind again. Ready?
Yeah, let me hear.
Check this out. Disney. Do you know why Disney characters wear gloves?
No. Why?
Check this out. The gloves Disney characters wear,
Yeah.
it's resemblance to...
Disney characters don't have gloves on, bro.
What are you talking about? Disney characters don't have gloves.
Like, what do you mean? Like, the princesses?
No, look at Mickey.
Oh, okay. Mickey. Who else?
Goofy, whoever's in that crew.
Okay, so
They
just
wear
that
gloves.
crew.
They wear gloves.
Okay.
You know why?
Why?
Watch this.
Why? Why do they wear gloves? They're all murderers.
Check this shit out.
They're mass murderers.
Boom. Okay.
Makes sense.
You're familiar with those gloves, right?
Yeah.
Mickey's wearing those gloves. It has like the 3 lines on it.
I remember the gloves.
Yeah, the infamous gloves. Interesting. Why those gloves and why those 3 lines?
Okay.
Check this out. These gloves are the same gloves of the Freemasons.
What?
Of the Freemasons, bro.
Holy
Crazy.
No.
Crazy.
Get the
That's
fuck
why
out.
Mickey and all those random characters on Disney, fam, they all wear those gloves, bruh.
No.
Look at it. Those are the Freemason gloves. That's why they have the 3 lines on it. Specifically, those 3 lines. Where have we ever...
What the actual fuck?
Okay. This doesn't surprise me.
No.
I'm not surprised. Gonna throw some pictures up of each, like Mickey's hands and the Freemason ones. Yep.
So it makes sense to me, right? And there's a few more that I think we'll get into about this. But the Freemasons, you know, and linked with the Illuminati as well, they want to have their symbology out there in everybody's faces. They want to flaunt that shit as part of their, well, we're so good, we're so clever, we're so ingenious that we'll put all of our evil symbols out there in front of you and show you what we're doing, but you won't realize until somebody does.
And that's just it. The more and more people start to notice and point it out, you're like, holy shit. Like, how did I not see that? Because there it is.
Yeah,
Like
it's
we've
plain as
even encountered, a foundation of some sort. I won't say the name.
Yes,
but
we have.
their logo is the Freemasons.
Yep.
It's
With all the symbology there, and
Yep.
Very interesting. And you just wouldn't see it. Like, you just wouldn't notice it. We're programmed not to notice it, really.
Yep.
But when it's pointed out, you can't unsee it, of course, as well.
Right.
But there's another few things to do with Disney that I think we will come across and get through as part of our, our reaction series on these things. But also, the word Mickey is in Mickey Mouse. When that's flipped upside down and mirrored, it actually says wicked. And so we'll get to that one as well. But Disney as a whole, being a kids television studio, Walt Disney Studios, Walt Disney Animation, all of that, by and large, is very, very, I want to say dark, evil is probably another word. They don't have good intentions with with any of the characters and any of the animations and stuff that they made, I don't believe.
Yeah, there's more and more. I think, you look back. I was just watching an Instagram reel, and it was Tom and Jerry. And I don't know who created Tom and Jerry. I don't think it was Disney, but it was pretty lewd. Like, looking back now,
right?
I was like, what the actual am I watching?
Yeah. Well, since you brought up lewd, I saw a clip of an old Mickey Mouse cartoon, right? Old Mickey Mouse cartoon, and it looking at it, it should have probably been called Mickey and His Dicky, because what happened was it was a cheese factory, right? And these cheeses were rolling on the conveyor belt, and there's Mickey turning these blocks of cheese into Swiss cheese with, you guessed it, his erect penis with his dick. Mickey and His Dicky. He was literally poking the holes in the cheese with his dick. This is Mickey Mouse. This is a children's animation show, and that's what he was doing. So,
can you send me this pornography that you speak of?
I can.
Okay, thank you.
Along with all the rest as well.
Yes, along with all the rest. Really? Like a very
Mhm.
clear, it's his dicky.
Oh yeah,
But
there's no ambiguity whatsoever.
did they do it? Because like there's well we watched Puss in Boots, right?
Right.
And there
Mhm.
were so many things in there for us.
Yes.
Like I think we got more out of it than the kids did,
Well,
honestly.
yeah, yeah. I see where you're going with that, but like
But it's
this,
pretty
this they're still subtle. Like they're still subtle in a sense. This is literally Mickey Mouse in front of a conveyor belt.
okay, I'm trying.
Just, yeah, I know you're trying, Your Honor, but when you see this, you'll know exactly what I mean. This episode
Okay.
should have been called Mickey and his Dicky, and he was definitely not in the pool.
Okay. Ooh.
Anyways, everyone, let us know what you think of this down in the comment section. Disney,
Wow.
Freemasons, gloves.
Yeah. Well, they
dodgy.
like to have I'm not going to use that the phrase I was about to when I talk about children. The Freemasons like to have control. They like to
Yes.
have control. And what better way than to control people from a very young age? Because when you grow up being controlled by something,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to break free of it.
Yep, sure is.
So, yeah. So, on to the next.
On to the next.
All right.
It's a crazy theory. He does this thing, right?
Oh, when he's playing chess.
Yeah, when he's playing chess.
Yeah.
Now this is a mudra. What does this look like?
Illuminati?
What does this look like?
Oh, yeah.
Now check this out. There's the theory that the mudras, they work. That's why people do them. This is actually used in a lot of Hinduism and even meditations.
Okay.
Different hand mudras. The theory is the elites or the Illuminati or whoever doesn't want us finding out the power of these mudras, they attach negative images onto it to make it seem like a bad thing. If we look at this,
Yeah.
Illuminati, we won't dare to do it because it's like taboo. Now another one. Remember this?
Yeah, the goat.
People are saying this is satanic. This is another mudra. And this mudra specifically, this actually helps your health. It actually boosts your immune system. People will do this. And after doing it for, I think, 8 hours of meditation like this, they'll cough up mucus. Just as a circuit would work. Doing this, completing a circuit in your body, gets your mucus out.
Whoa.
Yeah, I've heard that with that mudra. If you can hold it
Holy
long
shit.
enough,
Mm-hmm.
it gets everything moving. But I am a
Right.
pure fan of mudras.
Well, and that's a great point. Especially, most people would, see that one, like the goat
Yeah.
one or whatever, and they would go, "Oh yeah, that's like, heavy metal, rock, satanic rituals." Like they
Yes.
just make these leaps, mental leaps to get there.
Yes.
But it's not just a mental leap. Watching that, we're pushed to think that.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's like that whole fucking hiding in plain sight thing, isn't it?
Well, how did we get to that leap? How did we get there? How did we go from it being something that is used in meditation and Hinduism and there's so many different religions and societies out there that actually do use them on a regular basis because it's what gets their energy pumping and it gets their energy flowing. And there's a mudra for everything. Like there's one for the third eye, there's one for the heart, there's one for bringing in money, there's one for bringing in love, sending out love, whatever it may be. There's
Yeah.
so many mudras. But how did we get to the point that this is devil ears? How did we get there? Aha, rock and roll, right? Because you're heavy metal.
Mm-hmm.
Who runs the entertainment industry?
Good
Yeah,
point. Of course. And where do you see that symbology a lot as well? In the music industry.
Yep.
But what he said really got me was that they purposely, because obviously for them it's they know it's a good thing, and
Yes.
and objectively these mudras are a good thing, right? So they get that, but they attach a negative connotation to it to avoid other people using them.
Yep.
That is the key. So,
Yeah.
like you said, there's a stigma. If you go do an Illuminati symbol, people are going, "Oh, geez, what, are they Satan? Is that person
Yeah.
Satan?"
Stay away from them.
Yeah. And then, so by doing that, people don't do these mudras and therefore don't get the benefit from them as well. So, makes sense. That sounds exactly like
Yeah.
something, the Freemasons or the Illuminati, these secret societies and the people who are actually in control will definitely do.
Absolutely, because if we're all closed off energetically, if we're all not at our highest peak health-wise,
Mm-hmm.
we are very easily manipulated. We are very
Yeah.
easily controlled, especially when our energy, we're walking around with rubber sole shoes on. None of us are grounded. Like we're
Mm-hmm.
not grounded to the earth.
Yeah.
And being told like you guys don't have it down there, but we definitely have it up here. No shoots, no shoes, no shirt, no service. Like you cannot walk into a store without your socks, without your shoes and shirt on. You
Yeah.
guys can.
Mm-hmm. And arguably sometimes without pants.
Well, there you
So,
go. Fun
but
time
you're
for
right.
all.
We're not
But
actually connecting with the earth at all. Yeah.
exactly, we're not connecting with the earth, and it's by design. It's
Mm-hmm.
all by design. And if we're energetically closed off, and if we're energetically, I don't want to call it broken, but there's
Well,
definite,
disconnected, right?
yeah, we're
Disconnected. Is that the
disconnected.
word?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
absolutely disconnected. And we're told that a lot of the energy stuff is hogwash. We're told
Mm-hmm.
it's conspiracy theory. We're told it's a whole lot of things. But as soon as I started to work on my energy and work on like me, myself, and I
Mm-hmm.
internally, everything changed. Everything.
100%. And screw you, because I was just thinking when you were saying that, I was just thinking we're disconnected from the earth, we're disconnected from each other, we're
Mhm.
disconnected from ourselves,
Mhm.
and we're made to rely on for health, for almost everything. We're made to rely on these people who have a benefit to gain,
Right.
i.e., we are the only ones who can fix your health
Right.
with this medication, that medication, this
Mhm.
chemical, that chemical. Does it actually work? Well, fuck no. But we get a lot of money from it.
Yeah.
And we're
So
going to
you need
tell
to take it.
you that you need to take it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. So
Interesting.
yeah, interesting. Interesting. And I think, yeah, you're right. He nailed it when he said they don't want us knowing.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you know what? I can't tell, I will never tell people what to do, but I will tell you that it changed everything for me when I started
Absolutely. Yeah. When
working
you,
on all that.
yeah, for sure. And it's so good. Like, you know, take ownership yourself.
Mhm.
You can achieve just about anything yourself.
Yeah,
A whole lot more than what anyone else can do for you,
that's
for
right.
sure. So
Well, especially when that someone else is only there to profit off you.
that's right.
They don't
'Cause we
want you
know that
getting better.
no, they don't give a fuck about us.
No, they don't want us
Oh,
getting better. If they
of
wanted
course
us
not.
getting better, we'd have cures for everything,
If
which
everyone if everyone's healthy and everyone gets better, customers gone. No more
exactly.
customers. So
It's a
it's
horrible
just
business model.
it's just business. It's just business. Oh shit. All right.
Okay, on to the
Next.
next.
What is the government so afraid of? The U.S. Navy sets off a 40,000-pound bomb in the Atlantic Ocean, 100 miles from the coast of Florida, saying that it was only a military exercise. However, looking at the footage of the explosion, it definitely didn't seem like a regular military exercise. Furthermore, it's known that there are unknown creatures or aliens living deep in the ocean. So, could it be possible that it wasn't a military exercise, but a cover-up to take out a deadly threat in the ocean? With this suspicious military exercise, many are asking,
Well, I'm definitely suspicious of the government in every sense of the word. But
Yes.
to me, okay, I just want to say that I do question the governments about everything. But I'll just put this little caveat. Military exercises, like in my experience in the military,
Mhm.
like I've done set up explosions and things like that. And to just look at that footage that we just saw and say it doesn't look like an exercise, you can't kind of say that based on that footage. Like
Right.
that could have been an exercise. But that doesn't mean that what he was saying is not necessarily correct. So,
Right.
yeah.
Right. And it always has bothered me that we don't know much of anything about the ocean.
Right.
There's always new species popping up, and they're like, what the hell is this thing with 15 eyeballs and 1,000
Right.
tentacles, and what the hell is
Yes.
all this? We're
Mhm.
constantly learning about it, and because they say they can't go deep enough. It's like, well, you claim you can go into space. You claim you've been on the moon.
Mm.
but you can't go to the bottom of the ocean where other species actually are. Why?
Yeah.
It's like, well, because they're terrified of what's down there.
Mm-hmm.
Terrified. Because
Yeah.
it's scary. It's fucking terrifying because you're out of your
Yeah.
element and you're now in their house.
Well, absolutely. And you're also, they're probably not allowed.
Mm.
Whatever's down there is not allowing them, or whoever is not allowing them to
Yeah.
be going any further. And I love what you said there about the the creatures with the long tentacles and shit like that, because I saw a Joe Rogan clip of his podcast,
Mhm.
and fuck me. So this was underwater footage of the cameras they have attached to oil rigs underneath the ocean, and holy shit, this thing was like, okay, so imagine for people watching, imagine an alien from Independence Day, one of those guys, right? The head of that, but with like 100-foot long tentacles down in the ocean. And you look at it and you go, how the fuck is that not an alien?
Right.
How is that not, something at least completely foreign to anything else we know?
Right. Oh yeah. And don't tell me it was like the 1,000-foot octopus. Well, like I've seen some pretty funky octopi. Are they octopi?
Can we say octopi? I think it's octopuses, but
Is
or
it?
if it was,
It's
let's just go back to James Bond and say octopuses.
octopussy. Yeah, thank you. Because that's what I wanted to say.
Octopussy. Let's go back to that. But
yeah, like
Yeah.
I don't know. And we got a friend who is convinced that octopuses are aliens, and
Mhm. Yeah.
I'm right behind her on that one. I am right
Yeah.
behind her because there is something just creepy, odd, and just fascinating about them. Like, oh Jesus.
Yeah.
But what was that thing? It was
Mhm.
massive. And if it was a deep fake, well, you got me. Well done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, well done.
Right.
But yeah, the fact that we don't know anything about underwater, but we claim
Mhm.
to know everything about the space and universe and all of that makes me think that they're running away from something.
Yeah.
They're like,
Well,
let's go look at this thing over here where we can just make anything up, but we will
yeah.
not go to the bottom of the ocean because here's another thing. Not that anyone can go to the bottom of the ocean. Like, I'm certainly not going, but there are
Mhm.
more than enough divers. There are more than enough diving teams. There is more than enough, institutions with the machine capability to go down there
Yes.
that they
Yeah.
can go and, I don't know, fact check
Yeah.
what
Well,
is
that's
being
the skill.
said. We can't fact check what's being said about space. We can't do it
Right.
with our own
Absolutely.
eyeballs.
No one is going. That's the thing.
Right.
That's a great point. So, the governments that we don't trust,
Right.
clearly, even if they are going, they're not going to tell us, because they don't tell us shit. That's
No.
the truth. They tell us a lot of shit, but they don't tell us the actual truth, right?
So
So,
tall.
so much room for shit. So they, so they, yeah. But the governments will never tell us. But no one else is going.
Right.
James Cameron's not going. He's not, he's not getting his little submersible and going. And they
No.
would have the technology. Like, if you're trying to tell me in this day and age where we've got the construction, obviously the pressure gets really strong, really deep. So, but if you could, you could reinforce really strong beams inside a capsule that would hold it together.
Right.
You don't have to have anyone in it. That's fine.
No, just a camera. That's it. That's all you need is a camera and
just
some
send it
sound
down.
equipment. Yep.
So, I think yeah, I think this was a pretty good one. I think it was a spot on. And like we said, the explosion footage, we can't take that just as, okay, that's not an exercise.
Yeah.
But if I'd love to know more about what that exercise was actually. But it's definitely possible that it wasn't an exercise, and they were actually, firing at something, whatever it may be, something.
Why is it? And then I'll ask the question and then we'll sign off. Why is it our first response to kill things that we don't know? Like,
Because under the kill first, ask questions later model, you always get the answer you want.
oh,
So,
okay.
because they can't respond, obviously.
Right.
But you're right. I don't know why we have that, proclivity to just kill everything first.
I just don't understand. So you know what? Like, aliens are not going to come down here because we're so aggressive. We are
Mhm.
so aggressive. They're like, okay, like they're even doing it to each other. Let's not go
Mhm.
there. Like, I think
Yeah.
we're safe. I think we're safe. The only thing I'm worried about is mom and dad coming down and grounding everybody because we're so misbehaved. Like,
Yes.
if I was passing through, like, say this is a city, and I'm passing through, and everyone is just pointing guns at each other, I'm locking the doors and I'm keeping on trucking.
Right. You floor it, don't you?
Absolutely, and I
You
think that's
floor
what
it.
aliens are doing to us now. They're like,
Yeah.
"Fuck that.
They're like,
We've seen
oh,
that."
check out this planet that's kind of like waking up to technology and stuff.
Yeah.
Let's just go drive by and just see what's going on. They pop the window down. They see what's going on, and they're like, "Fuck that, we're out, boys. Hit it. We're going.
On to the
We're going
next.
on to the next
On
one.
Yep,
Let's check out Saturn. Oh shit."
yep, yep.
Yeah, but I agree. Totally agree.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
All right.
Crazy.
Well,
Thank you so much.
thank you. Have an awesome one, and everyone, hope you enjoyed. Have a kick-ass day.
Bye.
Bye.